Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be talking about one of the most talked about and debated neighborhoods in Norfolk, Ocean View. But is it actually a hidden gem, or are there too many drawbacks to ignore? I'm going to be breaking down all the pros and cons, home prices, lifestyle, beach access, the real estate market, and even little throwback roller coasters and clowns. As always, my friends, my name is Joffrey Whiteside, your friend in real estate here in the Norfolk, Virginia area. It's our goal with this channel to be your #1 resource for all things you need to know about relocating to the Norfolk and surrounding areas. We aim to provide you with the most relevant, practical, and reliable information you can find on the internet about Norfolk, Virginia. If you're aiming to relocate to the area, please do me a favor. Send me an email or text. My information is below. I would love to meet you and be that agent you choose to work with when you decide to relocate to Norfolk, Virginia, or the surrounding areas. All right, let's do it. So where is Ocean View exactly? It's this long 7-mile stretch north of Norfolk that hugs Chesapeake Bay, offering one of the most scenic and accessible coastlines in all of Hampton Roads. If you heard of Willoughby Spit, East Beach, or Bayview, you're already brushing shoulders with Ocean View territory. It's a series of connected micro neighborhoods that form one continuous coastal strip, each with its own personality, its own history, but together they make up what locals call OV. Ocean View's location is one of the biggest assets. It's strategically nestled between two of the largest military installations on the East Coast, Naval Station Norfolk, the world's largest naval base to the west, and Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek to the east. That means Ocean View has long been a hub for military personnel and continues to attract transient yet tight-knit community that gives all the unique, ever-changing vibes. Plus, it's only about 20 minutes from downtown Norfolk, 20 minutes to Virginia Beach Town Center, and right across the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel if you're heading to the peninsula cities like Hampton or Newport News. Ocean View is typically divided into 3 main sections: East Ocean View, and West Ocean View, each offering a slightly different feel and housing style. East Ocean View is closest to East Beach and tends to have more of that new construction, higher end homes, especially near Shore Drive and Pretty Lake. West Ocean View near Willoughby Spit, close to Naval Station Norfolk, is known for its mixture of older cottages, multifamily rentals, and easy access to beaches. The central section, often just referred to as Ocean View, offers a blend of both worlds: historic homes, updated renovations, small businesses, and plenty of public beach frontage. Each area has its own unique character, price points, and level of development. So depending on your budget and lifestyle, one part of Ocean View may feel more like home than others. But Ocean View isn't just a pass-through, it's a destination of its own right. It's one of the few areas in Norfolk where you can actually live steps away from the beach without tourist traffic of Virginia Beach or high-end price tags of the North End homes. You've got access to public beaches, fishing piers, and waterfront parks that stretch the entire length of Ocean View. Whether you're paddleboarding at sunrise, hitting the bike path, or just grabbing some seafood with a view, this part of the city offers a lifestyle that's hard to match anywhere else in the region. Now let's talk a little bit about some real estate. This is where it gets interesting. Ocean View is actually one of the most affordable waterfront areas in all of Hampton Roads. You can find beachfront condos starting at $300,000, single family homes in the $400,000 to $800,000 range, and even brand new construction or custom built properties topping over $1 million. But unlike more uniform developments, this area is a patchwork of home styles, price points, and property conditions, making it a place where almost anyone can find a fit, whether you're a first-time home buyer or a cash investor, or looking to retire near the water. What truly sets Ocean View apart is its incredible variety, sometimes within the same block. You might see a fully renovated modern townhouse with rooftop decks and water views, sitting next to a 1950 Cape Cod awaiting your full rehab. There are also multifamily options, including duplexes, triplexes, and even quads, which are especially appealing for military landlords or those looking to house hack. And because of Norfolk's zoning layout and the history of the neighborhood, infill developments are pretty common, meaning you often find brand new homes built right in the middle of long established neighborhoods. Much of the older housing stock was built between 1930s and 1960s. So if you're considering a fixer-upper, be prepared for older plumbing, electrical systems, and the occasional foundation challenges. With that said, these homes often sit on larger lots, which is a major bonus compared to newer constructions nearby areas. Renovated bungalows and ranches, especially those within walking distance to the beach, have become a prime target for flippers, short-term rental hosts, and buyers looking for vintage charm without breaking the bank. New construction is also on the rise in Ocean View. builders have been steadily picking up empty lots or tearing down distressed homes to create modern properties with high-end finishes, open concept layouts, and bay-facing balconies. These newer homes typically start out in the $500,000 to $800,000 range and go up depending on size, location, and views. The areas around East Beach and East Ocean View particularly are seeing a wave of high-end developments, with some properties rivaling those in Virginia Beach more expensive neighborhoods. If you're looking for long-term appreciation potential, these areas are the areas to watch. Lastly, Ocean View remains one of the strongest value plays in Norfolk for anyone who wants beach access without the coastal price tag. Whether you're building a move-in ready condo, renovating a mid-century ranch, or building your dream home on a vacant lot, Ocean View offers flexibility, opportunity that's increasingly hard to find in other parts of the region. Just be sure to work with a local expert, because the diversity in this market means no two streets or even two blocks are quite the same. Alright, so what's the vibe like in Ocean View? It's eclectic. Some blocks feel like an up-and-coming beach town, others feel a little stuck in the past. Because of all the military presence is super transient, meaning people are constantly moving in and out. That creates this ever-changing community feel. There are also some seriously underrated pockets like Pinewell or Cape View Colony, quiet tree-lined streets that feel totally different than the rest of Ocean. And of course, the biggest lifestyle perk, you're living at the beach. You can literally walk out your front door, dip your toes in the Chesapeake Bay, and that's hard to beat. Beyond the beach, Ocean View has a laid-back, no-frills coastal energy that attracts everyone from surfers, sailors, to families with young kids, retirees, and everybody alike. You'll see joggers on the Ocean View bike path at sunrise, people casting lines off the fishing pier at sunset, and paddleboarders cruising down Pretty Lake on weekends. It's not uncommon to see barefoot kids playing in the sand or impromptu bonfires in front yards just off the beach. It's the kind of place where flip-flops are the standard year-round and neighbors wave from their porches. But don't mistake laid back for boring. Ocean View has a growing number of local gyms that give its character, from taco joints, crab shacks, to breweries, to coffee shops, and even dive bars with serious personality. Places like Cova Brewing Company, Jesse's, and Carla's have become staples for locals and day trippers alike. It's not a nightlife hub like downtown Norfolk or the Vibe District in Virginia Beach, but there's a growing pride in small businesses that are anchoring the OV experience. What really ties the Ocean View lifestyle together in its strong sense of community and identity? Despite being spread out all over several neighborhoods, there are seasonal events like the Ocean View Art Festival, beach cleanups, and summer concert series at the Ocean View Beach Park that bring people together. You'll find pockets of community gardens, beach yoga sessions, even kayak meets. It's the kind of place where you might not know everybody's name, but you will recognize their dog, their Jeep, or even their surfboard. That kind of unpolished charm is what keeps people coming back and deciding to stay for good. Alright, now it's time for a little bit of the wild history. Let's hit a pause, go back in time for a second, because Ocean View has some wild history. Back in the late 1800s and early 1900s, Ocean View was a place to be. People came by streetcar and ferry from all over to hit Ocean View amusement park, with clowns, carnival games, and even a legendary roller coaster called the Rocket. Fun fact, the roller coaster was actually demolished on camera for a made TV show in the 1970s. They tried to blow it up twice, it didn't work, and then eventually they had to bulldoze it. Ocean View was basically Coney Island for Norfolk back in the day. The charm still lingers, even if it's evolved a lot since then. So let's talk about schools real quick. The district lines in Ocean View can get a little confusing depending on where you live. You could be zoned for Granby, Norview, or even Lake Taylor High School. Elementary schools include Ocean View, Ocean Air, and Little Creek. As for shopping, Ocean View isn't a retail mecca. You got a Food Lion, Harris Teeter, and a few other local shops. For Target and Walmart or bigger retail chains, you have to drive 10 to 20 minutes to Virginia Beach or Norfolk. Ocean View's been quietly getting more attention from developers in recent years and starting to show. The city of Norfolk has made strategic investments in beachfront revitalization, stormwater infrastructure, and road improvements, particularly along Ocean View Avenue. Several blocks that once felt forgotten about are now seeing more sidewalks, lighting, landscaping, making the area more accessible and visually appealing. These upgrades not only improve daily life for residents, but also signal long-term commitment to transforming Ocean View into a more cohesive, livable community. One of the biggest catalysts for change has been the continued growth and success of East Beach, Ocean View's master planned upscale neighborhood to the east. With its luxury homes, marina, and charming town center feel, East Beach has become a blueprint for what's possible for the entire area. As a result, adjacent pockets in East Ocean View have started attracting interest from custom builders and boutique developers who are scooping up older homes, vacant lots to create more modern beach-style properties. Private developments have also followed, including small multifamily projects, luxury townhomes, and a rising number of short-term rentals catering to tourists and military families alike. Looking ahead, the city has big plans for further transformation. Incentives like the Resilient Norfolk Plan focuses on combating flooding and protecting the coastline, which is critical for Ocean View's long-term growth and property values. There's also a growing buzz around mixed-use developments near Ocean View Park, combining retail, residential, and recreation. The potential for Ocean View to become Norfolk's next IT neighborhood is very real, especially as more people are priced out of Virginia Beach and seek more affordable waterfront alternatives. If you're an investor with a buy and hold strategy or someone looking for future equity and growth, Ocean View is definitely one to consider. Ocean View has quietly become one of the most underrated rental markets in Norfolk, especially for investors targeting both long-term and short-term rentals. With two major military bases flanking the area, there's a steady pipeline of tenants, many of whom are on government housing allowances and prefer to live off base. For landlords, this means high occupancy rates and relatively stable rent collection. In fact, properties near the beach or bases often rent within days of hitting the market. And homes with dual living areas or in-law suites are especially popular amongst military personnel or traveling professionals. The area's layout also lends itself to house hacking, with plenty of duplexes, triplexes, and quadplexes tucked throughout East and West Ocean View. These multifamily properties are often better cash flow potential than comparable buildings in Virginia Beach or Ghent, or simply because acquisition prices are a little bit lower while rental demand remains strong. Investors who get creative with layouts like adding separate entrances or converting a garage can increase rents significantly. Ocean View's proximity to the beach makes it an attractive choice for summer tourists, visiting families, and military travel alike. Just make sure you check Norfolk's short-term rental regulations, which may require registration, inspections, and occupancy limits based off of zoning. Today, Ocean View gives you that rare combination of value, lifestyle, and upside potential. Whether you're holding long-term for appreciation, cash flowing throughout rentals, or flipping for profit, if you're willing to put in the work, this is one of the few neighborhoods in Norfolk where investors can still get creative, add value, and build real estate wealth close to the coast. So what do you think? Could you see yourself living in Ocean View? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially if you live there or considering the move. And hey, if you're planning to relocate anywhere in the Hampton Roads area, my team and I would love to help. Shoot me a DM, call, or email. My information is below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss more local deep dives like this one. I will catch you guys.